It was reckless, it was unacceptable.
I have issued the order tonight for Eastern Sentry to begin.
And in the end, it's up to Russia how far they will take this. We will defend ourselves. And we have our plans in place, and we can, as we speak, if any attack would take place on NATO territory, we can defend ourselves. In the early hours of Wednesday, September 10th, numerous Russian drones violated Polish airspace. NATO's air defenses were activated and successfully ensured the defense of NATO territory. Whilst this was the largest concentration of violations of NATO airspace that we have seen, what happened on Wednesday was not an isolated incident. Russia's recklessness in the air along our eastern flank is increasing in frequency. We have seen drones violate our airspace in Romania, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. Whether intentional or not, it is dangerous and unacceptable. At a meeting of the North Atlantic Council on Wednesday morning, allies discussed the situation in light of Poland's request for Article 4 consultations. Allies expressed full solidarity with Poland and denounced Russia's reckless behavior. NATO's core task is to deter aggression and defend every member of this alliance against whatever threats we face. Safeguarding our eastern flank is of utmost importance. This is why we have forward land forces deployed in 8 countries, with contributions from every ally supporting these contingents, and plans in place to scale up our presence if and when required. We have air defenses, ground, sea and air-based systems. Here too, with contributions from allies across Europe and North America working together every day to ensure that we are prepared and ready to defend every inch of Allied territory. We stood up Baltic Sentry at the beginning of this year to help safeguard critical infrastructure from reckless behavior in the Baltic Sea. And today, General Grynkewich and I are here to announce that NATO is launching Eastern Sentry to bolster our posture even further along our eastern flank. This military activity will commence in the coming days and will involve a range of assets from allies including Denmark, France, United Kingdom, Germany and others. In addition to more traditional military capabilities, this effort will also feature elements designed to address the particular challenges associated with the use of drones. Eastern Sentry will add flexibility and strength to our posture and make clear that as a defensive alliance, we are always ready to defend. I'm confident in the strength and ability of this alliance.
Integrated and layered air defenses, both air and ground-based, will be key as we move forward. This was on top of everyone's mind in the Baltic states, where I just returned from a short while ago. My conversations with leaders in Estonia, Lithuania, and Latvia focused on NATO's response to the reckless and dangerous act that occurred in Poland earlier this week. I am incredibly proud of our response. It was decisive and it was effective. And it speaks to the capability and professionalism of 32 allies working together. As the Secretary General just mentioned, this decisiveness will continue with Eastern Sentry. Although the immediacy of our focus is on Poland, this situation transcends the borders of one nation. What affects one ally affects us all. This is an issue that impacts all of the alliance, and we will treat it as such. Eastern Sentry will be flexible and agile, delivering even more focused deterrence and defense exactly when and where needed. It will include additional enhanced capabilities. It will integrate air and ground-based defenses, and it will increase information sharing amongst nations. Foremost, it will even further strengthen our posture to shield and protect the alliance. Allies stand in solidarity with Poland and are committed to this endeavor. We have already seen announcements on the deployment of forces from France, Germany, Denmark, and the United Kingdom, and we expect others soon. As part of Eastern Sentry, we will also work with Allied Command transformation, as we did in Baltic Sentry, to rapidly experiment and field new technologies, such as counter-drone sensors and weapons. Poland and citizens from across the alliance should be assured by our rapid response earlier this week and our significant announcement here today. NATO will continue to defend every inch of its territory.
NATO is a defensive alliance, and it is our job to ensure that we are doing all that is necessary to deter and defend. The reckless behavior we have seen from Russia is deeply dangerous. Our assessment of the incidents on Wednesday is ongoing, and whether or not Russia's actions were deliberate, Russia's violated NATO airspace. Therefore, we must, as NATO, make clear our resolve and our ability to defend our territory. And that is exactly what Eastern Sentry is designed to do. It will bolster our posture, add flexibility to our approach, and ensure the safety and security of our eastern flank.